Hey y'all, Coldfire here, bringing back Satisfactory. On this video, I'm gonna show you guys a walkthrough to the first steps on the game. The idea of the game is to set up an outpost on a remote alien planet to manufacture resources and send them away to space. On this first episode, I'm gonna show how you can deploy and upgrade your hub base, which is the core of your base. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more, and let's play it.
Such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Okay, so this is Zeta. She's our personal assistant. She walked through the game, giving tips and hints.
The resulting materials will be repurposed.
First thing you need to do here is to dismantle your pod, so you can use the resources to build your own hub.
Second objective. Please ensure you have your FICSIT Incorporated Xeno Zapper.
Now she wants me to equip my Xeno Zapper, which is the taser here. It's very helpful to tase wildlife, hostile wildlife. Not this guy here. At the very beginning, it's very important for you to grab as many leaves as you can, because as I'll show you guys later, you need leaves and wood to use as an early fuel on a biomass burner. Later on, you'll be able to unlock coal and other types of more efficient fuel. But on the very beginning, you need to use this. Those guys are the wildlife I talked about. That's why I need the Xeno Zapper. Those little fruits I grabbed earlier can be used to heal. Took me a long time to figure that out on my first run. So this iron, it's impure. Let's see if we can find a better source of iron somewhere. Down there looks promising. There's at least 3 of them there. So at the beginning you need to mine manually the iron ore.
Fourth objective, build the hub. Note, to complete this objective.
So now she's asking me to deploy the hub. The hub is your central base. Even though she says that you need to pay attention where you're deploying it, you don't need to worry too much, because you always can just disassemble it and you won't lose any resources. So this is the hub. The goal here is the hub will give you milestones to complete, and by completing them you unlock new technology. You start on tier 0, which is very basic stuff. And the final of tier 0 is space elevator, which is kind of the big deal. After you get the space elevator, you can start working on more higher tiers, up to higher technologies like nuclear power and stuff like that. At the very beginning, the game is gonna be a lot of manual work. Like, you're gonna have to manual craft a lot of stuff in the beginning, but it changes once you unlock at least the whole tier 0 thing. Then you'll start to be able to get conveyor belts and all sorts of automated stuff. Right now we unlock the bio burner,
Congratulations.
where we can drop the leaves inside and you'll start producing energy. You don't need to worry about wasting your fuel, because you will not consume any fuel if the consumption it's 0 megawatts. So you don't need to worry about that just yet. Now let's see. Our milestone now require iron wires, and for that we'll need copper. So we need to find a good copper mine somewhere. So our copper mine is up there. Alright, got myself some copper. One thing I learned after playing a game for a while is instead of getting resources from here to there and come back and just to manufacture some stuff, it's very useful to build craft benches and equipment workshops wherever you are. So you don't need to worry about wasting resources, because you can always disassemble this and you can always like just build again. So basically when I'm done here, instead of picking my resources, going all down there to craft stuff, I can just bake myself a craft bench here, and after I'm done I just disassemble it, and that's very handy and can save you a lot of time on the early game. What I'm trying to do here is trying to make some portable miners so I can have a little bit of easier time mining this. So I just made this portable miner here that I'm gonna deploy. You don't need any power, any external power source. You just keep here and start mining the ore. I will leave here, and when I come back I'm gonna have some more minerals there. Okay, that's good enough. Let's put this in here and upgrade the hub. Alright, looking good. Okay, a very useful resource that you need to keep your eye on early in the game is those slugs there. This is a green slug. You later on be able to turn them into power shards, sorry, and by using power shards you'll be able to overload your factory. So it's very helpful to keep an eye on them early on. So we keep upgrading our base, our little base here. Another good tip after reaching the hub near tier 3, you're able to start producing biomass. So instead of burning the leaves, it's much more efficient to burn transform the leaves into biomass and then burn the biomass. So to make things a little bit more efficient, I will build a few portable miners that will help me to grab resources more easily. For that we're gonna need equipment workshop. I'm gonna place it over here. And to make a portable miner we're gonna need some iron plates, wires and cables. Alright, nice. We have enough for 2 now. One of those miners are gonna place here on the iron mine, and the other one are gonna go up there and I'm gonna place on the copper mine. Okay, my next step is to make a smelter that I can use to quickly turn my iron ore into iron ingots. So I'm gonna place near this mine here. So for now I'm gonna have to go here, grab this, come here, drop this, and it's gonna start producing iron ingots. It's lower than making it by hand, but since you can automate, you can do other stuff while this is manufacturing. So that's the plus of it. Make things a little bit faster. I'm gonna put 2 smelters here. Both making iron ingots. Alright, we're all set. Let's upgrade to tier 3. Nice, well done. Okay, let's see what we need now for tier 4. We're gonna need more iron plates, more iron rods, more concrete, and more cables. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up 2 constructors, and I'm gonna connect them to the smelters. So now we're gonna place my 2 constructors near my smelters. Don't worry too much at this moment about organization. We'll disassemble this all later, and we'll have all nice and clean on foundations. So for now, we just want to get rid of those first missions, milestones, so we can have everything that is most important unlocked. So this one is going to produce iron plates. This one is going to make iron rods. There we go, nice and clean. Fortunately, we still need to manually load the iron ore inside the smelters, but that's gonna be changing very soon. As soon as we can upgrade to hub tier 4, we can build automated miners, and that'll be a huge deal for us. See, miners and storage containers. After we have those, our life gets much easier. Also gonna need a few limestones to make concrete. Okay, so we're all set on concrete. We are all set on cables. All we need is a few more iron rods and iron sheets. Should be more than enough now, hopefully. Yes. Okay, this is huge. Hub upgrade level 4. Once you have it to level 4, your life gets much easier. Now things are getting interesting. Why? Because now we have miners. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put 3 miners down. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna automate this portion here. And for that, we're gonna pick up those miners because they are needed for the recipe. And you're gonna come here and put a miner mark 1 right here, and another one right here. We're gonna connect those babies right there. And there is where the fun of the game starts happening. When you have all your minerals flowing to smelters and then to constructors and later on to assemblers, then is when the fun is. From now on, we'll have an endless source of both iron plates and iron rods without doing anything at a rate of 15 per minute. Don't look a lot right now, but we're gonna scale this up soon. And we're gonna start producing thousands of those. Another really important thing we got on this upgrade is storage containers. It can be used to, of course, store your goodies. Because the machine can only hold 100 units. The storage container can hold much more. So that's also the thing we're gonna do here right now. By the way, the thing what I'm doing right now, it's called in this game spaghetti. When you start like just tossing around a bunch of conveyor belts randomly without thinking too much. But I just wanna get this first automation going, and then I'm gonna scrap all this and I'm gonna start over on a different site with much more efficient. A very common mistake new players do in this game is since in the beginning it's so hard to gather resources, so those rods, those plates. What most people do in the beginning, they start stacking like dozens of those storage containers with the same resources, but you really never will need more than one full storage container. If the storage container is full, the machine will stop working, and that's fine. I mean, you don't need the machine working to produce endless amounts of any resource on the game. As long as you have at least one container full of those, that should be more than enough for any need you're gonna have on the game. Now we can go automate our copper production as well. So we're gonna need one smelter, 2 constructors, and a miner. Okay, so now that we have our assembly line here ready, all we need is some more power. We're gonna go down with this power line down there to our base. Okay, we overloaded our power grid, and there's basically nothing we can do to fix it right now because we don't have a way to produce more energy. What I'm gonna do for now, I'm just gonna remove this cable here, so disconnect my upper copper mine there, and I'm gonna start it over. Actually, it's automatic. It's automatic starting over because we don't have enough power supply to run all our builds at once for now, because they all draw some energy from the grid, and our grid can only handle 40 megawatts of energy at this moment. So okay, there it is. Now we have everything we need to upgrade to the last tier of the hub. Let's do it. Alright, look how beautiful it is right now. So we just got this little cargo ship who we'll be using now to accomplish milestones. Let's see what our next milestone is. So now that we unlock tier 0, we finish all the hub upgrades, we can actually start playing the game. So that was kind of just a tutorial. On tier 1 we have utility, which will be biofuel, which is a more efficient version of the one we're using now, which is biomass, and some other structural parts. We'll also be able to unlock logistics, which is going to be very helpful because we're going to be able to split and merge conveyors and also create conveyor lifts. And that's pretty much the most important things on tier 1. On tier 2 we're going to be able to make an assembler, which is going to be very helpful, so we'll be able to make parts that are combined together, like the reinforced plate, for example. We're going to be able to unlock the chainsaw, which is going to be very important to clear obstacles like tree on the early game. Later on you'll see that we will unlock like an obelisk, which is a kind of a C4 thingy that you can blow up tree instead of chopping them down. Some mobility features here, it's going to be helpful as well, and that's what we're going to do. Another very important thing we need to accomplish early game is to build a space elevator. By building the space elevator, it will allow us to reach even further higher tiers, which is this beauty here. It's huge, cannot even fit the whole screen here. So that's what I'm gonna do in the next video for Let's Play Satisfactory series I'm working. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss my future videos. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time.